Well, what was your favorite WrestleMania main event? I mean, I got to go WrestleMania 25. WrestleMania 25? Yeah. Who main evented WrestleMania 25? Shawn and The Undertaker. No, they didn't. Yeah, they did. No, they didn't. It was the best match, dude. It's Shawn and The Undertaker. Dude, they were on like 5th, and it's one of the best matches in the history of WrestleMania. It's Shawn and The Undertaker. They did not main event that night. Damn, they didn't? Yeah, they stole the show. Damn. Welcome to I'm your boy, 8-Bit Mike, and today we are talking about show stealers. What match this year has the potential to be a show stealer at this year's WrestleMania? I'm giving you 3, maybe not the most expected ones, but I'm giving you 3 that I think have the potential to steal the show at this year's WrestleMania. Starting off right away, we're going to go with one that's a little bit obvious, but I got to go with the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental match. You're putting Braun Breaker, Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor all in the ring together. You have so much going on in this match. One, the super freak Braun Breaker, so you know you're going to see some crazy spots. Someone's getting murdered with a spear. Some 3 may be getting murdered with a spear, knowing Braun, and he always delivers. He's definitely going to be all over the place, that high energy, and just bringing that pure badass to this match. Then you bring in Penta. Once again, a lot of hype around Penta. Penta able to do a lot of things and brings kind of a different element to this match with some of that luchador style wrestling, but he's a bigger luchador, so even with him, some of the moves he's able to pull off, really impressive. Excited to have Penta in the match. But then you include the Judgment Day, and you have that story going with the Judgment Day as well. The tension between Finn and Dom. I think that's what's going to make this match fun. I think there's going to be a lot of moments between these two, and Finn is an unbelievable worker. I love watching Finn wrestle, and there's no one who sells better than Dom. Nobody who plays that, sneaky little sleazeball like Dominic. So having him in there, I think, is going to be a ton of fun. But this match, when you look at just the talent in the ring and you look at the stories that are involved, this has all the potential to be a really fun match that could steal the show a little bit, especially with what I know Braun can do. I mean, if you just watch what he did on Raw, spearing Carlito the way he speared him, there's no idea what we're going to see from this guy. He is just an unbelievable athlete, but most importantly, he's doing really great work in the ring. I love watching Braun, and the dogs I think will be out to bark, but like I've said, I think what's going to highlight this match is going to be Dirty Dom getting dirty and pinning Finn Balor. I just feel like that's the way it's got to go, especially with all the little hints being dropped. It doesn't matter who wins as long as someone from the Judgment Day wins. And something tells me Liv Morgan and Raquel aren't going to stay out of this one. I got a feeling that they're going to go in there and help their boy Dom get the W, create even more tension with Finn. But I think this has the potential to be one of the best matches at WrestleMania. Up next, we're talking about my second potential show stealer, and this is one that was just announced recently, but I gotta go with Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Look, let's be real. It's Chad Gable, but Chad Gable is such an amazing worker, and I would challenge anyone, give me a list of, really bad Chad Gable matches. There's probably not a lot of them. Chad Gable has really shown himself to be able to do something that's very special in the way of, Chad Gable's pedigree in real life and the wrestling background that he has, and he's this guy who could definitely beat you down and beat you up if he wants to, but he also works in that comedy piece, and he does such a great job at playing this character that they've created for him. Chad has taken so many L's, and yet he's still one of these people I want to see in matches more and more and more. I want more Chad Gable. I love watching him work, and this whole storyline that they have going with this luchador thing Hated it at first, was like, what are they doing with him? Like, what is this luchador obsession all of a sudden? But I love where they're going with it. I think it's so funny and it's so fun. And I'm excited to see him versus Rey, because Rey, even though Rey's up there in years, the man is a legend and he can still put on bangers. Rey is just a timeless wonder. He just seems to be able to keep going no matter what. He still moves. He can still put on great matches. And him and Chad one-on-one, El Grande Americano one-on-one is going to be so much fun. I got a feeling someone's losing a mask in this match too, and I don't think it's going to be Rey. So I think the unmasking of El Grande Americano will probably happen here at WrestleMania, and that'll be a lot of the fun too. But I am excited for this one. And if you're a fan of wrestling, I think you should be too, because this one could potentially steal the show. We're jumping into our final showstopper. And this is a match that I don't think is getting enough hype. I don't think there's enough talk about it, but it has all the makings for being the best match of whatever night it's on. And I am talking about, don't hate me now, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles alone has some of the best matches that you can see in all of wrestling. Logan Paul, love him, hate him, say what you want about the guy. He is unbelievably talented in the ring. Some of the things that Logan Paul does, there's plenty of people on the roster that wouldn't even dare attempt it. Just take a look at that springboard moonsault that he does in last year's WrestleMania. Logan Paul is willing to do whatever it takes to elevate himself and create moments. And with him paired with AJ Styles, who's one of the best matchmakers, one of the best guys to have a match with, he's so good that The Undertaker wanted to have his last match with him and retire with AJ, because AJ's going to make sure you look good. AJ's going to make sure you have a great match, and he's going to tell the right story. But I love these two colliding. It's the whole conversation of, you're too old to do this. The new young guys coming in and taking over. But I think these two are just going to have an unbelievable match that's going to be unforgettable. Definitely one of those highlights in all of WrestleMania history. And I will personally be sitting there waiting for this match to come on. Of all of the matches I've talked about, this one here has the potential for the most fireworks. And I have no doubt in my mind Logan Paul is going to have something up his sleeves to give us another one of those unforgettable moments. If you sit back and think about Logan Paul, he's had several of those, right? The collision with Ricochet during the Rumble. Then you have that springboard backflip from our moonsault from last WrestleMania. What is he going to do here? I'm so excited to see these two collide. I think it's going to be a really great match. And Logan Paul's really leaning into that heel persona and getting better at it. But man, I can't wait to see this one. You have two studs just exploding in the ring. I think it's going to be great. Well, that is it for my potential show stealers for WrestleMania. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Really appreciate every subscription I get. But until next time, I'm 8-Bit Mike, and this is 1, 2, ooh.